I'm here with Piper and Michael, and today we're going to look at their Escape 23.
So good morning. This is our Escape E23, which is Escape Trailer Industries' newest and largest trailer that they are currently making. If we start up here in the front, it comes with a 2 5/16 inch ball. And what I've done is I've put on a sway bar attachment for my tow vehicle that's made by Blue Ox, which gives it some more stability behind my truck. When you're traveling down the road, it kind of equalizes the weight and it makes it track easier behind my vehicle. It comes with 2 propane tanks. They're 20-pound propane tanks. And it comes with a storage box up front that will hold about 100 pounds worth of gear. So up here I'm keeping, chalk blocks, my hoses, freshwater hose and my sewer hose, some of my leveling blocks that I keep in here, broom and etc. So that comes up here and is a standard feature. I am going to get an electric tongue jack. They do make them, they do come with an electric tongue jack, but I opted for a manual one because the one that I wanted to get has a little bit different feature on it. And unfortunately it failed. So I'm back to the manual tongue jack, but it works just fine. In the front, while you're hooking up, it comes with an outside light, but it does have some illumination here in the front while you're hooking things up. There we go. So you can see what you're doing while you're getting things hooked up. One of the nice features that we had done was we worked with the graphic artist, and she makes the emblem all the way around the trailer, and we have a German Shepherd puppy, and my wife picked out the background that she wanted, and we have a German Shepherd, like I said, and we asked them, could she make somehow a German Shepherd graphic? And she says, we'll try. So we have little German Shepherds around the trailer, which personalizes the trailer, and I think that it's very awesome the way that she did that. If we come over here onto the side, it does come with a level that gives you the tilt level, as well as there's another level above that light there that gives you whether or not your vehicle or your RV is level this way and this way. A unique feature that Escape went to, all the windows in the trailer are acrylic. They're not glass, which offers better insulation, better longevity, and they fit really well on the trailer all the way around. We come back here, we have another outside light. So if you're sitting out here, you have an outside light. This is the heater exhaust. Down below the heater exhaust, we have a fresh water fill up, as well as your shore water fill up, fresh water. Further back here, we have this is the hot water tank, or excuse me, that may be the hot water tank, and this is the heater. This is an outside shower. There's one on the other side. It's a quick connect, so you have hot and cold water. So if you wanted to clean off your feet before you got in, if you went swimming and you were sandy, or if you want to give your dog a bath while you're outside, or if you want to spray yourself off, you have a shower attachment on both sides. This is a vent for the batteries, although we have lithium batteries in this particular unit. We have 4 6-volt lithium batteries, and up on top, I don't know if you can see, but we have 2 solar panels on top. This is a port for your, what they call it, a suitcase solar. It's a ZAMP solar port. And this is the main port for your power, for your shore power. Back here, we have a storage in the bumper that will hold your sewer tube. And another nice feature about this particular trailer is it comes with a trailer receiver that will hold 200 pounds. So I know the e-bikes are really popular right now. And if you had a little platform here, you could mount bicycles or e-bikes or anything else back here into the 200-pound receiver. Then on the right side, again, this is your outdoor shower, and it comes with a Lippert two-step stool to get inside the vehicle, and it's adjustable depending on the terrain. You can extend the legs in or out so that it adjusts, and it also comes with two 110-volt AC plugs, so if you're sitting out here, you can plug in anything that runs off of AC. It also comes with a quick connect propane feature. So if you had like a fire pit or a gas barbecue, you could plug it into that. It comes with a motorized awning, and that awning has a built-in wind feature that if it gets really windy, it will automatically retract. So I will turn that on for you. So the awning is remote controlled, and one nice thing about this particular awning is it doesn't have legs that you have to support it with. A lot of awnings out there, you extend the awning out, but then you have to put legs down to help stabilize it. This does not need that. And you can see it's very well built. It's made by Dometic, and it'll stop automatically when it's fully extended. And no legs. So it offers a great deal of shade for the entrance to the trailer.
Hi, my name is Piper Michael Gorey. I am the other half of Michael, and I want to show you our beautiful E23 Escape trailer we purchased this year. First of all, I wanted to note that the door is in a great place. Many trailers have the doors more towards the hitch, but in fact this makes much more sense because of the design of the trailer. You'll see. So we have, as entering, you can see this is our dining area. It's very large, and the coolest thing about this whole interior and the fact that it's an escape trailer is that I got to design and choose everything from the floor up myself. So I basically built the trailer the way that I thought we would like it the best. And so that includes the upholstery, picking out the upholstery that I wanted, picking out the fact that it wraps all the way around. We have great storage beneath it, and also the flooring, I picked that out to go with the maple, all of the woodwork that's in here, which is so beautiful. And you'll also see the lighting, which has individual little lights, which I didn't turn those on, so I'll just show you really quickly how they work. A little flip switch here. And these are the reading lights, and then there's another light above that part of the window. The great thing that I like is just there's so much room. And beneath these seating area is also extra storage. Now we do have the lithium batteries in one side, but they take up only a certain amount of room, and the rest remains for food storage or whatever you would like, water storage for special, drinking and so on. And then we have multiple cupboards up here that are just really great. I put the games and the things that we would use when we're actually in the evening, what we're doing, little fun things. And they're very deep. You can see that this whole length, it goes from this part, the doorway, all the way to the back of the trailer here. The sound system, you'll see the speakers throughout. Here's our sound system. It's a Bose, BOSS unit, and it has AM, FM, and a series of other great things that go on there. The windows are the Primo windows because this is new, I believe, in 2024. So I'll just show you briefly, but they have 3 components. And if I lift up this little latch right here, the screen comes down. You'll see we're wide open. All the windows are tinted, so it's really great. You don't have sun glaring at you when you're sitting at the table to eat. They all have a little switch on the side, and if you flip the switch up, then you can move the window in or out, fully extended, which is really great. So I'll do it halfway because we have a little rain today. And then you lock each one of these. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different locks that fit perfectly into the windowsill here. So you have the option of the screen like you saw a minute ago, and then this pulls down to fully close the window in the evening, and they're completely blackout. They don't have to be replaced because they're just all one unit and they're super cool. You just flip the switch or flip the lever, pull it back up, snap it together, and you've got the screen back in place. So throughout, we've got so many great big windows. I think we have 2 in the bedroom area, 1 in the kitchen, and the 2 back here. So now we'll move on. My husband Michael's going to explain all the electronic pieces in here that are also very important, the monitors and so forth, that tell us exactly how much water's in the tanks and how much battery we have, so on and so forth. This is the hidden refrigerator. Isn't this great? Because it's very usable, more than enough for 2 to 4 people. And we're fortunate we have the 2 of us and a dog, so we have more than enough room. And below, and these, by the way, have little levers, which I think is so clever, to keep things from falling out or sliding when you're traveling on the road. Here's the freezer. A good sized little freezer. I can put ice cubes in here and other frozen goods. I've carried a bag of ice just in that area right there, if that's all I want to use it for. But it's going on all the time because we have solar. So it's so great to have that component working. Here's our heater, great little heater. This is a great thing too because it's a closet, tons of room, and it goes way far back. So it's as deep. I don't have the measurements here, but you can look up the specs if you want to later. It's quite deep. So there's extra room below, and you can put shoes or whatever you choose. Doggy bags, they go right there at the bottom. Below the refrigerator and the closet are 2 cupboards that I like to use for miscellaneous items. So the broom and the step stool. And then down here we put all of our chemicals for the inside water that we need for the bathroom. And then we'll move over to the kitchen. So this is really handy because the faucet goes from side to side, as always, and then it has the pull down with the way to wash your dishes in a very handy way. You can push it out of the way if you choose. And it's a perfect size. It's the deep kind of farm style. And I also chose the countertops and the color of the sink itself to kind of mesh with the rest of the colors I have in here. So to go in line with the whole cooking area, we chose a microwave with a convection oven. So it's multi-purpose. That's everything I would need to do any baking. This is our little 3-burner stove. And I just put this on top because it's handy to keep things from getting burnt, and it's a little bit of a cooling rack type of idea. And oh, by the way, this is a cover to completely cover the sink. So when you're traveling, you can put, some of your little toiletry things that you need in there, soap and so forth, and then you cover it and it's all good. It's not going to move around and it's very compact. Up here, the great storage area, which again, I rave about because we didn't have this in a prior trailer that we had before. So this is what Escape does. And they're very deep. Again, everything goes clear to the back. you're not minimized in any way. We put our coffee goods and other things up here, dry goods, spices. And then on this side is another deep area where I like to put the utensils and the plates and so forth that we would eat with, extra cups. You've got your ventilation system and more cupboards to talk about. So we put all kinds of goodies in here, the important things that you need right away, some cutlery and flashlights, of course, coffee. You got to have coffee. So I have a little coffee maker over here that we've used for travel, and it works out really well. I can store that below the microwave. And then we've got pots and pans in these cupboards here. Pots and pans and a little water boiler. So this is, voila, the best feature of the Escape trailer is that you have a full queen size bed. It's not an RV size. It is a full queen size bed. And it's very comfortable, very roomy. You can walk around. Each one of us have our own little cubbies, so to speak. The mirrors on both sides, the cupboards, and I'll just give you a quick glimpse. One of the things that we decided to do was to add one more shelf inside down below. But right here, I just put little containers in here that house the small things that you need, you know, your undergarments and so forth. This is my husband's little cubby. And one of the best features all the way around is this modern style electrical outlet. And it has the area for a regular three-prong outlet along with the two different USBs sizes that most people need nowadays. And it's so, so handy. We have these on each side of the bed as well as in the kitchen area right against the back wall here. So those are really handy, and they just pop down, push your little thumb on the bottom. There you go. A friend, a very good friend of ours, a very close friend of ours, is building another little level of storage over here. I'm tripping over this little stool. And just have one more little shelf. So you can put shoes or whatever down beneath, and then maybe some clothing on top. But you know, it's not necessary to make any changes really because everything's here. So the bonus of the bed, besides the fact that it's so roomy and you can walk around it easily, this lifts up, the mattress does, which is very heavy right now, so I won't do that for you, but it's on hydraulics. So you lift it up and it stays right where you put it, and all that area is storage. So extra blankets, extra clothing, extra boots, whatever you may need it for. And that I love. Last but not least, this is the bathroom. So come on into the bathroom. You can take a quick little view of that. The wet bath is so great because it has a sink, toilet, you can shower, and around the corner is a little medicine cabinet tucked in the back there, which is really handy, and when kept closed, nothing will get wet.
I just briefly wanted to go over a little bit about the monitoring systems and electronics on here. As we mentioned before, we do have two 200-watt solar panels on board and 4 6-volt lithium batteries underneath the seat over here. This comes with a system here where you can monitor all of the resources in the trailer. So here, right now, we're running solely off of the batteries. It's kind of overcast today, so the solar is probably not going to work, but it tells you what every system in the trailer is currently working at, which is kind of cool. We have a 3,000 watt inverter in here, so if you don't have access to shore power, you can turn on the inverter, which will also power the air conditioning unit. Needs to be 30 amp unit. So we have a switch here that the whole system is either off in the middle, or it's just going to charge from the shore power here. So I usually leave it on charging. I turned it on to the inverter. This is adjustable. That shows you the amperage that I leave it at 30 amps, but you can adjust it. Down here on the bottom, you have a smoke detector, carbon monoxide monitor. Whoops, that's it right there, I'm sorry. This is actually an electrical management system. So this will tell you your current level that's coming in the trailer, how many hertz it's running at. If there's any interruption in the power, that will kick everything off, so you don't have to worry about any surges or anything in the trailer. And then it also has two 110 outlets on the bottom. These little brackets here that you can see are actually, we have that in the house because we're not using it, but this comes with a big large board here, and this makes into a bed back here. So if you have two small children or one average size adult, you could actually sleep back here, which is kind of nice. We don't use it because we have we have 5 grandchildren, and if we're going to take them, we'll just put that in and take this out. In the back over here of the trailer, you also have some electronic components. This is your thermostat for your heater. This tells you your water heater, and it also has a water pump. When you're not hooked up to shore power, you would use the water pump to get out of your fresh water tanks. Up here, it shows your battery level, and it shows your capacity of fresh water, how many gallons. I believe it holds 32 gallons of fresh water. It also tells you the current level of your gray water tank. It has a separate gray water and a separate black water tank. So you can constantly monitor how much storage you have left in your tanks. And again, the radio here. And I think she told you about these. There's one of these by the beds, and this has 2 USBs and 2 110 outlets, which is kind of convenient. So we can plug in our coffee maker or our cell phones or anything else that runs off a USB. It does come with a range hood and fan. This runs off of a remote control, or you can turn it on manually. And I think that's it.